Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Thursday, April 17th, 2025. I am Fredicia Liburd. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, will host his next press conference on Monday, April 28th. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Pinis Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The Premier's press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television, NTV Channel 99, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. The Department of Labour is inviting employers and employees to register for the department's second Occupational Safety and Health Seminar. The 2025 World Day for Safety and Health at Work will be observed on April 28th, focusing on the impacts of digitalization and artificial intelligence (AI) on workers' safety and health.
This year's theme is Revolutionizing Health and Safety, the Role of AI and Digitalization at Work. The department's main focus this year is to enhance the well-being of our workforce and to progressively promote the safety and health of those at work. Hence, this seminar will cover topics in the areas of mental health, ergonomics, disaster preparedness, occupational safety and health, environmental health, planning, insurance, the Protection of Employment Act, and ILO policies and practices. If you're out there as an employer and you want your employers and employees to be involved in this, we're urging you to contact our Department of Labour at labor.dept@niagovkn.com.
Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley. The Department of Labour's Occupational Safety and Health Seminar will be held on Tuesday, April 29th at the Nevis Disaster Management Department's conference room. The Ministry of Education is presently pursuing a national aspiration to develop a curriculum for the teaching of St. Kitts and Nevis studies that will be mandatory for all secondary school students in order to graduate. The venture has been taken on board by the Roots of Enslaved Peoples Committee of the UNESCO National Commission, which has launched an essay competition for secondary school students between Forms 3 and 5. The theme of the essay competition is the importance and value of our students being taught our African ancestral history. The competition is being held under the patronage of Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liburd, who says they want to hear from the students why this is critical to the shaping of an enlightened national consciousness and identity as the nation matures after almost 42 years of independence and in advance of efforts to realize the vision of a sustainable island state based on notions of self-reliance, self-sustainability, and self-confidence. The essay competition runs from April 1st to 30th, 2025, and will culminate with an awards ceremony on August 23rd, 2025, the International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its Abolition following Emancipation Day celebrations. Still to come, CXC announces plans to reposition itself. The details after this break.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.
Welcome back. The Barbados-based Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, says it is repositioning itself to become more responsive to the needs of the region as thousands of students on Tuesday began writing exams. CXC's Registrar and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Wayne Wesley, told a news conference that the comprehensive strategic repositioning is about transforming for greater relevance and sustainability. It encompasses three main elements, including the modernization of the governance system, involving a review of CXC's articles of agreement to include expanded stakeholder representation, enhancing accountability, relevant expertise, and prudent oversight to ensure adherence to policy mandate. According to Wesley, the third element of the repositioning is reimagining assessment and certification. He said this calls for the recalibration and refocus of the Council's system of assessment and certification, embracing flexible and progressive learning and competency-based education in alignment with economic and social transformation. Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley says registration continues for various events for Culturama 51. The island's summer festival is slated for July 24th to August 5th.
I want the press and public to be aware that the Art, Craft and Food Fair, which is very popular, registration will end on Monday, June 16th. Space is limited. And so if you want to be a part of that, which is one of the biggest events for Culturama, we ask that you get registered. Registration ends Monday, June 16th. Soca Monarch, if you're interested in that, registration is going to end Friday, 2nd May. Senior Kaiso registration ends Wednesday, April 30th. Junior Kaiso registration ends Friday, June 13th. And the Senior Parade for the troops registration will end on Friday, June 13th.
Application forms for Culturama 51 events can be collected from and returned to the Culturama Secretariat in the Philippe Saint Jean building in Charlestown, or submitted via the Nevis Culturama Festival's website, www.culturamanevis.com. For more information, call 469-1992. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.